questions, guys.
You didn't call the timeout here. You made a motion for him to go ahead and take it. What was running through your mind there at the end?
Well, four and a half seconds is enough to get it all the way into the paint, and they did not have a timeout, so didn't want them to have an opportunity to set their defense. Didn't want to have to take it out and just run it against a set defense. And Jake and AJ deserve a lot of credit for making that play.
Right guy have the last second shot there, you think?
Yeah, he's. I think all of our fans and his teammates are well aware he can make them from. He makes them from a lot of places. And, the thing he did that doesn't happen all the time. Instead of shooting it from 30, 35 feet along the right sideline, he stayed on the dribble and got himself to a spot where he was closer to the basket, but just felt more comfortable. That was a big play.
Was there any thought on Creighton's timeout when Young hit the inbound pass of just following and put them at the line?
There was, yeah. We talked about it for a long time, and had thoughts of fouling. Talked about it again in the second timeout, and said we were not going to foul.
When did you know Anthony was going to be able to play today?
He worked out on Thursday. He worked out again yesterday, and so after seeing him on Thursday, we knew he was going to be able to play. Just wasn't sure, how many minutes. We decided on. I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday what lineup we were going to go with in terms of the starters. But it felt like on Thursday that he was moving around good enough that if Friday was good, that he was going to be able to be out there.
What does it say about him that he misses the last game with so many bumps and bruises? 2 points in the first half, and yet in the second half he came through and really provided the difference. What does that say about Anthony?
Well, he really needed that time off, and prior to taking those days off, he was banged up pretty good. And just didn't want to rest. He didn't want to take himself off. We were struggling a little bit, and he didn't want to sit, and he didn't say much. And it finally got to the point where he just said, "Coach, I can't go like I need to go to help us." So he needed that time off. And then that doesn't happen very often, where you have 4 days where you do nothing. He didn't do anything. He didn't do any bowling. He didn't do any shooting. Then you come back and you got 2 days to work out, and you get into a game like this. I think it was getting his feet underneath him that first half. Kind of trying to find a comfort level. And second half, the last shot, obviously the biggest, but the stretch he had to get us the lead back was, at the time, just as important.
Could you tell he was feeling it when he hit that first one and left it up there for a while?
Yeah, he just seemed much more. His balance was better. His footwork was better. It all seemed better in that second half.
It's been a wild year in the Valley. What does this do? Does this give you a shot of confidence, this team, or is that something that you didn't lack for a while?
No, I think the finish of the Southern Illinois game, and then the way we played the 40 minutes tonight, obviously the way it ended, those three things can really help our team. Give the guys a boost, give them some confidence. We lost some close games, but the thing is that everybody in our league has lost some close games. Now, Creighton and Wichita have stayed above it for the most part, but everybody else has lost some close games. We're not alone in that boat. And I give our guys credit for staying with it at practice and staying together so that we can give ourselves a chance against a really good team today.
How big were the freshmen, Tuttle and Mitchell? I mean, throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I thought they were great. Seth is on a nice run. That's 5 or 6 in a row now where he's been really effective. Knocked in a couple jump shots in the first half, and Dion, as he did in the Southern Illinois game, he found his way into the lane for us. And our team needs that. As we're finding out and learning more about our team, he can create offense for our team, and he did that for us tonight, and we need that.
How far has he come from some of those games where he was only getting a handful of minutes to now where he is being that catalyst for you?
I think he's much more confident in what he's doing. He's got enough experience now, and so on his side of it, he's always known that he can get himself into the paint, and his confidence is at a place now where that's helping him. And then from a staff standpoint, from a team standpoint, as we are learning about Seth, and learning about Deanna, learning about our team, those guys are both able to add to our offense. We need to make sure that we're putting them in spots to do it.
Anything more, guys? Good. Thanks.